You guys, there are some things that you're going to see out there when it comes to the bug out bag that is going to be incredibly good looking, but will not be virtually functionable at all, right? And so I do want something to be functional for you, and I believe this is as close as you're going to get to something just straight off of Amazon that's this useful. Now, there's a bunch of other things that I have seen, have not tried out. However, this one solves one major issue, and it's coming up right now. In general, bags have a bit of an issue where you open up the top and you have to dig down in there, and it doesn't even open up all the way. It kind of like half flaps, and you just have to dig from the top down to get to the things that you really need. Now, in an emergency situation, you're going to want something really convenient because we're used to a lot of conveniences. And in modern society, when you're used to a lot of conveniences, you're going to need something that's going to make you feel as comfortable as absolutely possible to get you going. So I wanted to share this bag right here. It's called Maelstrom, and it does come with a great 2-year warranty if you register with it. I'm really impressed with everything going on about it. I do want to point out exactly, I'm just going to cut right to it and say what it does. It opens in a very effective way. So let's check it out. It opens right down the side, like so. The zippers aren't perfect. They're not, I'm going to say they're not YKK. But you do have this right here. Check it out. Opens up 100% all the way. Does not have a whole variety of pockets, but this solves one major issue. You can get to everything right here. Now, there are some other examples of bags, like camera bags that you can use that will help you access some things. However, camera bags have the issue of having excessive padding. Now, this does have some padding because you do want to protect a lot of things that you have inside, right? Not everything is going to have its own case, taking up a whole lot of room inside, so some things just need to be protected by the padding of the bag itself. So on the inside, there's one small pocket, looks like phone-sized pocket. There is a laptop-sized sleeve, and there's a waterproof mesh right at the top of this, and there is a regular mesh, and then 2 pockets right here. And so that's a good variety just on the back. I do wish there were a couple things on the inside, but let's go right back to the outside to show you what makes this so good. Now, as the adventurous photographer, I always think of these straps as the ones where you put your tripod on it. Now, I generally don't recommend that because you always want to set your camera bag up right. Now, this isn't a camera bag, so what would you put down there? Again, this is totally up to you. I just hate putting anything down there because I like to be able to set my bag upward and not just have it immediately fall down, especially if it falls forward, then it's just going to lay on the straps, right? And I'll talk about the straps. They're pretty unique, but this could hold that not backpack, but the bean bag. Why am I thinking bean bag right now? It can hold your pad for where you sleep at night. It can hold your sleeping bag, that sort of thing. And right here, you have your typical MOLLEs with some Velcro right here to show your insignia. Let's open this all the way. Again, not super duper impressed by those kind of zippers. Does come with your typical, this one's PVC, not American flag colors, American flag. Gotta keep that one in there. There's a couple of different typical zippers right here on the inside. Some different things you could put mesh, could sleep back here, those sort of things. And that's pretty good. I mean, for the smaller, more technical things, you could have that right there. On the side, this is kind of neat. You got a strap right here. You can hold a couple of different things in here. It's got a unique strap that zigzags along the side. If you take a look here, have the zigzag. It also has this really big pocket, which is really interesting. It's definitely kind of surprising how deep that is. But you can put a lot of good stuff in there. It'll fit a lot of good things. So strapping that back up, let's look at the opposite side, and you have the exact same thing. Only thing I want to point out that I didn't point out on the other side is the fact that this is a mesh bottom. You can see my hand through it. So that's kind of an interesting thing. We got giant pockets on both sides. And at the very top here, you do have some straps. I don't ever know what to use these for. These always get stretched out in the end, so I'm not a big fan of these in general. It does have a really big handle right here, so it feels really solid. So that'd be the thing you grab. You could also grab or hang it on this. It's the typical strap that comes right above the shoulders right there. But it does have a zipper straight here at the top. Let's take a look. There's room enough for something in there. You can totally put some stuff in there. I honestly look at this and I think this is a fantastic bug out bag. It has just enough space to put some stuff if you are throwing a bunch of things. See, the thing again is the zippers are getting caught every single time I use them, and they don't look like they're particularly caught on anything. So I think they're just not super duper straight or something like that, which is typically not a problem. But anyway, it does have a couple of reflective places, which I'm not a super big fan of, just because in a bug out scenario, you may not want to be seen. But let's go ahead and give a total look at this here. Check out on this side, guys. This is pretty unique. Straps with a little bit of reflectivity. Not super big fan of the reflectivity again. Really comfortable padding. And this is super unique. The parts that goes around your waist, right around your love handles, little pockets on both sides. So that right there just goes to show they were thinking about someone that needed to access a lot of different things, have a lot of variety of places to put things, and it's really good. You got the waist strap and everything. But again, the biggest key thing is the fact that it can open up from the top. You can see everything on the inside. It's really, really good. You don't have to dig straight down. I love the dry bags, right? The ones that I got this one from a Rockagator, right? It was called. I don't know if they're still around. Great company. Really support the guys that made that in Utah. And you rolled it down, and it's got the strap, really comfortable, really high quality stuff. And but you've had to dig from the top down, right? Now that's a little bit more understanding because of that particular use case, right? You want something that's going to be like used as a flotation device in that case. But most of the bags just are really hard to access stuff. You're piling in, especially the large compartment, you're putting in a lot of big things, and they're all stacked on each other. And so getting to them is kind of a pain in the booty. So this is a really good one. I think had it opened up in such a way that it wasn't going to fall off the top, you know, like maybe camera bag style, if it opened up like that, like a complete clamshell, that would have been significantly better. But I'm still going to give it a solid 5 out of 5 stars because it does a lot of things that most bags that you see out there on Amazon, you know, like the fake rucksacks, they just don't do. So anyway, this is a really good, useful one. Definitely not as big as some of the other ones that I have, but they shouldn't be that big. They should not be 50% of your body weight, right? And so that's something that I think every one of us has to work on, try to figure out how can we rearrange things to fit in the right way. And for those people who will realize how important it is to be able to access stuff when you're on the move, this is the kind of bag that is for you. And this is the kind of thing that you want to be watching out for when you're making a big purchase. So anyway, these purchases are the sort of things that are going to affect you in some dire situations. Again, like I said, convenience is a huge part of it, and I'm happy to share some of these things with you. And if there's any comments on better bags out there, I've seen some that might be much better than this, but I'd love to see what you guys have found as well, because this is community and we should be able to share things, share all of our industry secrets with each other. So anyway, thank you guys for watching. This is Zach, again with Suburban Response.